Hello, driving intelligence community. It's a cold, wintry day. I'm going to be doing work in the garage. Abe and I decided to move some of the cars around in the garage. I wanted to get the F-150 out of the way so I could start working on my SVO Mustang. I wanted to talk a little bit about changing the look. You see here, I've got headlights that are clear, and I've also got a color match spoiler. I'm going to talk about that in this video. Okay, so you can see that these are direct replacement lights. I've got these off the internet. I think I paid about $100 with a 1-year warranty. I've had them for a few years now. Perfect. I keep them polished so they don't get cloudy like the originals. But they are clear, so they add a modern look to the vehicle. This video is not specifically about that, but I want to talk about color matching this spoiler. I see a lot of vehicles out there with color match spoilers, especially my 2002 Harley Davidson, which has the factory color match spoiler. So I decided to do a project to update that. You also see that the front tow hooks I've painted red. I think it really dresses up the look, makes it look more modern, and keeps the truck interesting to me so I don't get the big urge to go out and buy something new. Now, I removed the spoiler to paint this. I did not want to do it on the vehicle because I didn't want to have to tape everything off. And actually the spoiler is pretty easy to remove, but there are a couple pieces that I did remove in order to get this accomplished. First, I moved this top cap. I didn't need to do that for the spoiler. I actually did it as a second thought, but it's very easy to take this off. I had a bunch of chips in it along the edge from rocks from other vehicles. Took it off, used the same process to paint this as I did to paint this. And there's just a bunch of screws that hold the spoiler on along the top, and then there's a lower spoiler, as you'll see here, that also is bolted to the upper spoiler, the upper valence. I took that off and painted it, and of course I unbolted these tow hooks to paint them red. I took an extra step. I wanted to polish these fog lights, so I took the whole assembly off. But I even cleaned up the bracketry and the light itself, painted that red just because it's so easy to see from outside the vehicle, and cleaned all that up. So it definitely adds a nicer look to the vehicle. Soon I'll be getting the new 20 by 8.5 wheels installed once these tires wear out a little bit more. I hate to waste money. I'm removing the front top bumper cover to paint it. It has some chips on it, and while I'm doing the spoiler, I'm going to do the cover. And these are real easy to take out. You just pull the clip here, and these things just easily pop out. There's several of these on the bumper cover. This is what the front valence looked like before I took it off and painted it. And here you can see that I left the valence off and drove the vehicle around with just the fog lights while I was painting everything. So there was no problem driving without the valence on. I separated the upper and lower valence sections so that I could properly clean them and prep them for paint. Had to do a lot of cleaning and degreasing, did some sanding. I had some damage, especially on the lower valence that I repaired with a bumper repair kit. Don't judge me for the way it looks here. I did sand it down to make sure it was nice and smooth before I put the paint on it. The next photo showed the frame that had superficial rust that I cleaned up and I painted with Rust-Oleum gloss black. The rest of the photos show the progression from adhesion promoter through the primer, base coat, and then the clear coat. Making sure I put the clear coat on to protect it from sun damage. Enjoy the rest of these photos with some music.